Our children, fentanyl and meth, don't even come from Venezuela. They come from other countries. So I want to know how many billions of dollars this administration has spent to remove somebody that Donald Trump simply does not like and put in another dictator that he thinks will do his bidding. I want to know, and the American taxpayers deserve to know, how much time and money has been spent on their behalf. America is over it. We're going to push for war powers reform. We're going to reassert our constitutional authority because it is not just our right, it is our duty to stand in the breach and take the votes and tell any president, Republican or Democrat, that you can't continue to send our men and women around the world into harm's way without a debate and vote in this body. So with that, it is my pleasure to introduce one of our most stellar members, a Navy veteran, close personal friend, a servant leadership from the state of New Hampshire, Maggie Goodlander.
Well, thank you, Congressman Crow. Thank you, Chairman Aguilar, Vice Chair Liu. My grandfather used to talk about the 6 Ps. Prior planning prevents piss-poor performance. Those are important. We're here, I think what brings us here today are the 3 Cs: the Constitution, common sense, and costs. The Constitution is the document that binds us across generations as Americans. It is a document that contains our highest ideals, but at bottom, it's a job description. And one thing that's crystal clear is that under our Constitution, it is Congress, not the President, not the Department of Justice, not the Department of Defense, and it is the Department of Defense, because Congress has not changed the name of that department. It is Congress, crystal clear, that has the responsibility, the sacred responsibility to declare war. We have a bipartisan war powers resolution, and we saw 5 Republicans join together with Democrats in the Senate to speak with one voice and to say that if the president wants to go to war in Venezuela, he's got to come to the Congress first and get authorization. It is a simple statement rooted in our Constitution, and there's a lot of common sense in this, because the costs of war in trillions of dollars that we've spent in our lifetimes alone, in the tens of thousands of lives that have been forever changed, the thousands of lives lost, these are the most consequential decisions that a government can make. And common sense is not something that the president has supplied to the American people, and nothing undermines public trust more than an inability to answer the basic question, why would we go to war in Venezuela? What is this going to accomplish for the American people? Well, look, we know that replacing one thug with another is not a good reason to go to war. There's no common sense in that. And the president has got to answer questions, and as members of the Armed Services Committee, we will be relentless in seeking answers to the basic questions that the American people deserve. At the end of the day, the costs that we are asking the American people to bear in the middle of the most acute affordability crisis in generations is something that every person who's taken an oath to our Constitution has got to account for. I was talking to a veteran in my hometown just a few days ago. You know, budgets are a statement of principles, and families across this country are feeling the squeeze and the pain of an affordability crisis like never before. People who have put their lives on the line and served our country are having to make some of the most painful choices you could ever imagine a person having to make. The choice of whether to pay rent or to keep a car, the choice of which medical appointments this amazing veteran who served our country is going to be able to actually afford in the year ahead. This is just not right. It is dead wrong, and we are here to speak with one voice to say to our Republican colleagues, we urge you to join us. To the Speaker, he should bring our bipartisan war powers resolution to a vote as soon as possible, because every member of this body should have to take a vote on this most consequential decision, life or death decisions that forever changed the course of our history. So I'm grateful to be standing alongside you today, and I'm proud to turn it over to my friend and colleague, and who I'm delighted to be leading this task force alongside, together with Congressman Crow, Congressman Derek Tran.
Good morning. I want to thank Chair Aguilar and Vice Chair Liu for gathering us for